camera, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us. My first question, the man who started it all, due to whose efforts we are celebrating 25 years of the NRI Institute, how do you see his vision having come to sort of fruition, if I may say? And for whatever you are involved with, what do you have to say about him?
I met Geoff Miles singing once at a dinner at an event similar to this, and I was astounded by this man who was just so calm, so ordinary, and yet had this world vision and carrying through the power of his personality was wonderful. And I think that is what set off what the NRI is today. I think that is still, people still see the enormity of people working together, the Indian community, which I find amazing. I mean, I enjoy working with them and the way they are inclusive. And I think he's led an organisation or created an organisation that is making letting the non-resident Indians create a situation where they are involving themselves with all of the other nations of the world. And I think that's a phenomenal thing to do. And I see the future of that as being, if the world is going to both economically and culturally going to grow, people have to work together, they have to live together, they have to be understanding, and I think that it's the basis of something that will just grow and grow and grow.
Mm. Also, the Indo-British trade is something very critical for, such a huge diaspora, such a huge Indian population or South Asian population here. That business, what can governments do to grow that business? Keeping in mind that both economies today are in a little bit of a trouble.
Yeah, I think you're saying a little bit of trouble. And the last time I looked, I thought the Indian economy was growing at about 13% and Britain was about 0.5%. So I think India is doing phenomenally well. I think we have a wonderful relationship that spanning hundreds of years, and I think it is crucial that the two nations get together. I'm sad that the UKTI aren't here tonight, because I think this sort of event will draw businesses together. But just look at what the Indian community has done in England. Just look at it. They are some of the wealthiest people in this country, are from Indian origin. And they're leaders. I mean, what I like is that you watch everything they do. 9 times out of 10, it's quality. It's huge quality, and I think the British businessmen can learn an awful lot from the Indian businessmen, and I think vice versa. And I think that relationship will grow, because I think there's a mutual trust, isn't there? I mean, you would know that better than me, but I have a feeling that we rightly or wrongly were in India for a long time, but I think we respect the Indian culture, and I think the Indian culture respects the British. So I think there's a huge way forward. I mean, I think I'm right in saying that there's about 50 million Indians are likely to be travelling the world in the very near future, getting on a plane and just going on holiday. That's a huge growth. It's a huge growth, and I hope that 90% of those, if not all of them, will come to England, and I hope that the British tourist goes back, because trade is about people, and people we should be embracing each other, and I think what I'm seeing, that's happening, and certainly the NRI is leading the way with that sort of feeling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.